everyone, it's Kimberly again. I'm here with the world scholars, Gabriel and Joshua. Gabriel and Joshua were one of the very highly appreciated participants of the World Scholars Cup. So can you tell us a little bit about the experience? So could you just tell us, there was a debate part in the competition, right?
Yes, I was.
So is there a question that caught you off guard?
Yeah. I think it was our last debate for my team. It was, I think the motion was, if Shakespeare was alive today, would he be TikTok famous? And
Wow.
my team, at a certain point, couldn't really interpret the motion because it's such an abstract motion. Because
Exactly.
what do we mean by famous on TikTok? Is he like following trends? Is he like doing dances? Is he
Exactly.
still speaking in the old Victorian like language that he was speaking in? So
Yeah.
at a certain point, it became hard for my team to kind of interpret the motion. But by the grace of God, we won the debate and
Amen.
we won all our debates. We won the medals we won, and there's nothing too hard for us to
Wow,
overcome.
amazing. Thank you so much for that.
Mine wasn't necessarily in debate, it was in the writing where they ask us to pick a topic and elaborately give our side of view. Like it can be a narrative story. Now, what caught me off guard was one of the questions whereby they asked what would happen if what was counted was to disappear. So when you look into account of what the question was asking for, I took it into a point of view that there are small things that actually we should overlook, because at a point of time, the small victories end up to something.
Exactly.
So now, when I looked at that question, I looked at something like lies, because I took it into account that if you were to actually keep track of these things, you'd actually realize that more conflict and the small things that would actually be like maybe a different point of view, someone would actually keep them to heart and like bring about so much conflict and like
Yeah.
it would deteriorate the world in such a big way, like bring more harm than good. So I
Wow.
really took it in like a lot of
That's
respect.
actually brilliant.
Thanks so much.
So could you also tell us like the funny moments, the unforgettable moments?
So like there was traveling involved and obviously went for shopping. So one of the places we visited, it was a very surprisingly beautiful mall. Like take away everything that is necessarily involved with looking for clothes. The place blew me away. Like stepping inside, I'm looking at brands and I'm like, wow, this is the place to be. Like seriously. So it actually hit me because I wanted to be like, if I enter this place, I wanted to actually reach a point where I'm buying and like I'm not looking at the price of anything. I just have this so much financial freedom and I'm really proud of myself.
I get that.
So after this competition, I feel like I'm really working towards that.
Wow, we love to hear that. What do you think this brings to Pine International School? Because this is definitely a stepping stone for us.
Yeah, definitely. This is, of course, Pine's first international event that, of course, we went out and we dominated. So, in my personal opinion, I think this is more publicity for Pine because we're kind of getting our name out there and showing that, like, while this may be a small school, we're still able to do like a lot of things despite being a small school. And it kind of shows that, like, some people may overlook us, but at the end of the day, we came out on top. We came out as champions. Like we all qualified for the tournament of champions in the USCL, and we're all hoping to go, of course. We were the first and second team in all of Africa. We had one of our writers was the second best writer in the whole tournament. So it really just shows like what we're capable of doing, and really just puts us out there into the media and in the public in general.
What medals did you win? Could you just...
Okay, so in total, I won 11 medals. Those are 3 gold and I think 8 silver. I won 1 gold for placing 50th in the Scholars Challenge, which is basically like a multiple choice question on the syllabus, the heavy syllabus that we have to learn. I think I was 50th out of like about like 700, 800 people. I won 1 medal for debate, 1 gold medal for debate, individual debate, and another for team debate. I won 4 silver medals for individual topics in the Scholars Challenge for, I think, science, history, social studies, and art. So those are 4 individual medals. And the other 3, another one was for placing 40th in the Scholars Ball.
Joshua, could you tell us what does this mean for us?
I believe it's an example of what Pine actually has, like the very beginning.
Our potential.
our potential is so big because look at the small team that went was actually able to prosper. So take into the
Exactly.
account the small number we have that is filled with so many intellectuals, right?
Mhm.
Because just this proves that we're hiding so much talent, and if we are to actually put it out there, the world will
Exactly.
get to know about us more, and so
Exactly.
many people are actually going to protrude so many talents. Because like this competition is just a brisk of something in humanities, because you're looking at debate, you're looking at writing, and you're looking at a lot of things that have to do with memory capacity.
Yeah.
Now bring into the science tech side where people are actually going to put theories and a lot of ingenuity into this stuff. We're going to understand that so many people are going to actually start shining even more. So for Pine, this is just like a beginning, like we're
Yeah,
showing
the
you,
beginning.
we're putting our name on the map.
Exactly.
Now that it has been put there, are gonna actually reach out to other places,
Exactly.
even sports and other co-curricular activities.
Mhm.
We're here to shine.
Exactly. Thank you so much for that. Could you just maybe say something to your mom or to your dad, because they really played a big part in this?
To my mom and dad, I don't get to say this enough, but I love you and I appreciate you
Sorry.
because you guys have done so much to me. You've been there for me. You speak what needs to be spoken.
Yes.
You do what has to be done, and like without that extra push, I feel like I wouldn't be where I wanted to be because they know where I want to go. They have seen that place for me, and if it was just left to me, I don't think I'd actually maximize my potential, right? So thank you for providing. Thank you for always being there, loving, supporting, unconditional love, because it has really brought me up to be the man I am today.
Exactly.
So thank you for always being there and continue doing what you do. I may seem to be appreciative or stubborn sometimes, but like it comes from just being a child. Hopefully, we'll laugh about this later.
Mhm.
Thank you.
To my mom, I want to thank her so much for the effort she put in. She's a single parent and she really does put in a lot of work for me to be able to go for academic ventures like this to help with my growth as a person. Of course, this was a good experience for a growing child. And I want to thank her for that, for all the work she puts in for me, all the time she pays my school fees and like hustles and takes money from places it's not supposed to be and puts it into like my school fees or to like perhaps this trip. And I want to appreciate her for supporting me on a trip and providing everything I needed for that trip. I want to show love to her. I love her, of course, and I know she loves me. So
Could you give us like a word of advice for that one child who is out there and they want to be like Joshua, they want to be like Gabriel? Could you give them a piece of advice?
it's all about hard work. It's all about dedication. Some of these things they don't come easily. You can't just wake up and be like this. You have to put in the effort. You have to put in the work, and you have to see progress. Like even though it's small progress, you have to see progress, and you have to know what you're doing. Like, are you dedicated to this thing? Do you really want it? So, doesn't matter where you're starting from, because it's all about humble beginnings. So it doesn't matter where you're starting from, as long as at the end of the day, you sure that you're able to perform. You know?
Wow.
Success doesn't come easy. No matter outside you get, no matter where you go down, it's all about picking yourself up and actually moving forward. You get to understand that it's a process. You have to first change your mentality, change the way you think about things, and then decide to push forward, break past your limits, and reach that potential. Because the tomorrow you're gonna look back and say, "I can be a better me." So forget about the past, forget about the mistakes you've made, learn from them, build up, pick it up, and keep on moving forward. Brush yourself off whenever you need to, but never forget that goal in mind.
Wow. So you had it here, hard work and dedication, and pick yourself up. Thank you so much for listening.